YouTube, Poor Penmanship Planner here, coming at you with another video. Thank you guys again for visiting my channel and watching my video. I have a really fun video today. I talked one of my friends / coworkers into purchasing the Plum Paper planner. So she has been on this whole planner journey with me this year. She and I always have talked about how we struggle with finding an ideal planner for us that works for life and works for work and all of those good things. Back in 2017, I got her a passion planner, which she used the whole entire year, but that wasn't the planner for her. We tried a different planners last year. She has a planner this year. I had not found a planner this year. So when I found the Happy Planner, she kind of jumped on the Happy Planner board with me. And I have been trying out different planners throughout this whole 90-day period, but she kind of had the Happy Planner and stuck with it until she saw my Plum Paper planner that I got that started in May. And she struggled and debated and struggled with whether or not she was going to order a Plum Paper planner, but I think this is going to be her planner piece, so that is why she ordered it. And she was really sweet and said that I could do an unboxing and flip through on my channel of her Plum Paper planner because hers is very different than mine. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you hers, and then I'm going to put hers and mine side by side so you can see the difference to get a good idea of what Plum Paper has to offer and how customizable it is. Now, I will say I really like her version of the Plum Paper planner. Not that I don't like mine, because I love my Plum Paper, but I like the compactness of hers. So let's get started. Okay, here we go. So here's her Plum Paper planner. So with the Plum Paper planners, you get this Plum Paper cover material sample card. It's water resistant, it's tear proof, it's rigid, and it's sturdy. So one of the things I like about the Plum Paper planner that is different than like your Erin Condren or your Happy Planner is that their covers are made of this cover material. It is not a like a laminated cover, and I'll pull my Erin Condren that I just got to show you what I mean by that. But I love it. Their paper is their covers are really thick. They're like I said in one of my previous videos when I got my Plum Paper, it's kind of like a placemat material but thicker. So it's a really good material, and they give you this. I don't understand why they give you this necessarily unless you want to let someone else know how your planner feels, because you have the planner, so you don't really need this sample, but they provide it. So that comes in the box. Their planners do not come with a ruler, so she did order a ruler because I got a ruler with my Erin Condren Life Planner, and they are really, really helpful, these rulers. So she got a ruler because it helps us just turn to the week that we're on. So she got hers. Now she also got these tab clips. I guess to identify different pages in her planner that she wants to keep or get to quickly. So these are super cute. And they say things like, "You got this," "today," light bulb, which in my mind means great idea, has hearts, it has hello, to do, and then some designs. So I think this is really cute. She also got some pen loops, which I'm upset that I didn't get because I find with my Plum Paper, the pens I use don't really have like the little hook on them, so I can't hook them into the side of my planner. But I do need to get some pen loops to put on my planner so that I can keep my pens attached to it. So these are some pen loops that she got from Plum Paper. Plum Paper also provides you with information about the planner. So they talk about the coil, the paper quality. They did change their paper. So she has the new paper and I have the older paper, and it's only been like 2 months since I've ordered mine, but they have changed their paper. It's not fully like the Erin Condren paper, but it's thicker. than the paper they had previously. It's still a nice paper. I am not 100% a fan of the Erin Condren paper because it's a little scratchy for me, so it's not my favorite to write on. But I did just purchase a deluxe monthly planner, so I don't hate it that much, obvi. So anyway, you get your quality paper. It talks about the cover, pocket folder, the Mylar tabs, and that the good thing about Plum Paper is that you can start any month, and I mean any month, and you can make it a 12-month planner, an 18-month planner, a 2-year planner if you want to. They have a bunch of options. The only thing you would have to do is change the cost based on what you're getting. So now let's look at the planners, shall we? Let's pull this out. I'm going to get this box out of the way here so that we can look at it. I'm really thankful for my friend letting me do this so that we can look at the differences between our two planners. So let's open her up. Isn't it pretty? This cover is adorable. I love the colors. I think they are vibrant and just, it's a beautiful cover. It's a beautiful cover. Now, what I was saying about the Plum Paper planners is they do have an outside, like, harder cover to protect this cover that's kind of like the placemat material that I was talking about. But if you look at this, this actual cover was cut this way. It is not something that's inside of you know, something that's been covered with more plastic, like the Erin Condren. Let me pull my Erin Condren out so I can show you what I mean. So if you look at the Erin Condren planners, you can see the cover is inside, and then it looks like they've gone over it and laminated that cover because you have these rounded tips. The cover doesn't come all the way out. Can you see what I mean there? So like it's a straight edge cover, but it's rounded because they've laminated it. So they've taken this cover and ran the lamination through it. This one isn't that way. It does have this outside cover to protect it, this clear cover, but this cover itself is 100% like, it's a thick, like a paper, a placemat material. That's all I can think of how to describe it, but it hasn't been laminated, so it is its own cover. So she has her name, she has the year, and she has progress, not perfection. So let's see if you can see that. I got new lighting, but I haven't been able to put it up yet because I haven't been home, so hopefully this will help with my glare problem. So we're going to start her Plum Paper planner because these are the greatest planners. I love them so much. So she has the 7x9 version. So it's compact, similar to your Erin Condren life planners or your classic sized happy planners. Starts with personalized for you by you Plum Paper. You get your 2019 and 2020 on 2 pages. And then you get special dates, January, February, March, this is dated. And then you also get a page of where you can do ideas, plans, goals that's undated. So you can put in these boxes anything you want to put in these boxes. Okay. Then you get your monthly tabs, which are a thick Mylar. So they're, you know, kind of shiny, very thick, not just your standard paper. The color of the tab is going to correspond with the color of your weekly, so I will go through that. On this tab here, you can write goals 1, 2, and 3, birthdays, events, things to remember. So this is like your currently or your, you know, monthly dashboard to look at what you want to do for your month. And then you have a notes page. There has been some complaint from people about the fact that when you hit your tab, it doesn't take you to your monthly page. But my solution to that is, if this is going to bother you, you can use some double-sided tape if you're not going to use these pages, and just double-side tape this one to this one. So when you do hit this tab, it'll automatically open to your monthly. Now, I like that even though she has the 7x9, these monthly boxes are still pretty large. I have the 8.5 by 11, which I will show you. I'll do a comparison after I run through this. But these boxes are still large enough for you to write in and, you know, do your pre-planning in, or in case something comes up in a month to come or whatever, you'll have the opportunity to write it in here before you can transfer it to your weeks. She has the vertical priorities planner, which is the same one that I have. The great thing about the vertical priorities planner is that you get to decide what is in these boxes. They don't necessarily decide those. So she has, if you can see, in this box here, she has doodly-doos. Doodly-doos. That is going to be her space to, you know, cleanse her mind when she needs to. And then this is her priorities box. And this is her if I have time box. I love this box. I am so upset that I didn't think of doing that when I created my Plum Paper and have this if I have time box, because this box, this is a true statement. And then she also has interrupters. I have interrupters as well. These are the things that come up that stop us from getting our other things done that we wanted to get done that day. In addition to that, she's put a quote box here, and this box here is going to be a habit tracker, so you can write down whatever you want to track here. Which again, I think is super awesome the way she set up her planner. And once mine is done, I might do if I have time on my next one as well. I'm not sure how I feel about this size of a planner yet. I can't say that the next one I would order would be a 7 by 9, but I do like the look of it. It just feels really compact to me. So you have your weeks, and they're all the same. Again, the colors correspond with the tab. Now, when your week goes through to another month, what Plum Paper does is they gray out this week. So this week is grayed out, meaning that it's not a part of July. However, when you go into your first week in August, you're going to see the exact opposite. This is going to be grayed out because this is for the previous month, and then you'll get your color for the month that you're in. So depending on how you feel about that, you can think of this as free space, and this is free space, or you can pre-plan for what you need to do this week. But I know some people complain about not wanting to write things down twice, but you're free to do whatever you want to do with this space here. Now, in addition to her weekly pages, she added one notes page, dispersed. So they have options. They have where you can tab all of your notes in the back, kind of like your Erin Condren. It has all of those notes pages in the back. Or you can disperse your pages throughout the planner. So she has got one note page that she added. It comes with one. And then she's added one notes page to her planner at the end of the month. In addition to that, she's also added a budget page. Now, she's using her planner for both her work and her life. I use my planner solely for work and my side hustle, which is social media stuff. So so I don't have any of my personal things in my Plum Paper planner, but since she's going to be using hers for both her life and her work, she has this budget piece here: monthly income, checking account information, savings account information, your goals, your notes. You can track your expenses, your fixed expenses, and then you can track your variable expenses on the back side. In addition to that, she also added gratitude pages. These gratitude pages come with 10 places that you can say I'm grateful for and because for the month, for you to reflect and do your monthly gratitudes, which I think is great. But I mean, this is not something I would put in my work planner, but this looks really good. And again, these are items that can either be tabbed in the back or dispersed throughout the planner. And then she has another budget piece that's just for her bills. Now, I thought it was kind of odd that the bills came after the gratitude, because you would think that the budget pages with these little dollar signs on them would be put together and then the gratitude would be after it. But that's not how it came out. What she doesn't remember is if there was a place when she was ordering where she could change the order that these pages came in. If there was a way for her to move this bills page up and put this gratitudes page on last, which is probably what would work best. But it's still going to work. It's still functional. That's just something I want you to be mindful of in case you want to create your own plum paper planner. And things like this. So she has a 12-month that goes from July to June. I'm not going to go through all of the months. The colors basically correspond with the colors of each tab. So they correspond exactly with those colors. They're all set up exactly the same. You have your weeks, your month, your weeks, and then her dispersed pages here. And then we get to June, which is the last month. Now after June, what she has done, because here again you have her final budget page, final gratitude page, which is the same color no matter where it falls, and then her final bills page. But she has she's put her meeting pages in the back. So they are not dispersed throughout the planner. They're tabbed in the back. So she has quite a few meeting pages that go front and back to keep track of different meetings that you'll have at work. Since this is a work planner, this means that you only need to take this one thing to your meeting, because you're going to have all your notes here, you're going to have all your dates here and your to-dos here. So this whole thing is the only thing you need to take to a meeting, whereas right now we take, you know, a calendar, a notebook, our laptop, all of that. So this kind of puts it all in a nice compact place. In addition to these note pages, these meeting pages, excuse me, at the end, you get a couple of dot grid pages that come with the planner itself. These are not added. You get a page for passwords, a page for contacts, a page for U.S. holidays, and then a 2021 year at a glance. In addition to a pocket folder, and then she added 2 page protectors. So these are where she can put in documents that she may get in meetings. 2 page protectors. Now, the Plum Paper Planner is limited with the number of pages that you can add to your planner. So while you're putting your planner together, there's going to be a running tab on the bottom showing you how many pages you have left to work with, because it's not just an infinite amount of pages. There's a certain max that each planner can carry. And I'm not sure if you get an 18-month, does that even lessen the number of pages that you have available, since you're not getting a 12-month. So this is hers. One of the reasons why I did not want to get this 7x9 is this back area here. I put my handouts and things that I get in meetings in my folder, and those are 8.5 by 11 things that I'm getting. So I need an 8.5 by 11 pocket folder to work. I wish I would have thought about getting these page protectors, but I think I used all of my space and I didn't have room to get these, but this would have been helpful as well. So let me pull my Plum Paper Planner out so you can just get an idea of what the difference in size is. Okay. So this is my Plum Paper Planner, and this is hers. So you can see the difference in size there. let me show, let's start in July because I haven't used anything in July yet. So we can look at the spacing difference for July. So of course, a smaller, more compact planner is going to have smaller space. Mine has quite a bit of space because it is a bigger planner. It's massive, don't get me wrong, because I've added at the end of mine, if you don't recall or didn't see my previous Plum Paper Planner video, I added 2 note pages at the end of every month, in addition to a social media section here. This is a social media section here, and then sorry, I've been using mine, and then I have a meeting section here. That still gives me my meetings pages, just like this one here. But again, you can see that size difference. So let me get to a meeting page that isn't written on. I have a lot of meetings, but now you can see that size difference in the spacing here, perhaps. You can see how much smaller this 7x9 is than this 8.5 by 11. So it's really a matter of what you feel like carrying or not carrying. I like the larger Plum Paper, and I'm probably going to stick with the larger Plum Paper. But I just wanted to be able to show you some of the different types of customizations that can be done using the Plum Paper Planner. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I appreciate any and all criticism. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know I have another video out. Thank you guys again for watching, and happy planning!